Hello everyone, welcome back to EnglishMasterz. Today we will be going on with the reading section of IELTS. As you all know that reading is divided into two different sections accordingly. So reading is totally different with different passages for academic section and for the general category section. So let's see in detail what are the differences between both academic and general reading module. If you can see on screen, I have divided both the things separately for a better clarification. So let's move on to see first the academic reading section. Both the section will have three sections in detail, and in academic reading section you will find that all the three sections have lengthy passages. So there will be only one particular passage which is quite lengthy, and for each section you will find this way passages are given. One passage could be around 800 words to 1000 words in limit. So if you see, the length of words is quite lengthy and vocabulary would be very difficult as you move from first to third section. Also the questions could be very tricky, and many students, they feel that task 3 is really very difficult, and the most important thing which students lack is the time management in this section, because as you see that there are 40 questions overall, where you get only 60 minutes of time and you have to answer all the 40 questions. Now in this section you will have to cover 40 questions along with reading all the passages in detail within the given time. So the time is really very less and you cannot finish reading and answering at the same time if you don't understand it very fast. Now let's see the general reading section. Here also there are three sections, but in the first section you will have only one passage. Not only one passage, but one passage which is very lengthy will be divided into small passages like this. So we also call it as multiple short passages in the first section itself. Then in the second section you will have two lengthy passages which would be around 800 words, 700 to 800 words. In the third section you will find that there is only one passage like the academic section, but it is very lengthy, around 1000 words, and this is how it goes on. So the difficulty level again will increase from first section to the third section accordingly, and the passages would be based on general context over here, whereas in academic section you will find the passages based on academic context. In this time, how to manage and how do you cover up everything is important. Now in this section, one thing also you should remember, that you should try to attempt all the questions which are given, all 40 questions, because there is no negative marking for any of the wrong answers. Rather, if you don't write or you get a wrong answer, in any case you will lose only one bands or 1 marks, which is equivalent to a band score. Otherwise, there is no negative marking. Let's move ahead and see more about the reading section. So there are different tasks. We can also say different type of questions which come in the exam, such as multiple type questions, matching questions, completion type of questions, short answers, and you have true false or identifying the information. Now I'll tell you more about the questions in detail over here. So you will find that overall there are many type of questions which might be similar to the listening section as well, but there are certain questions which only come under the academic reading section, whereas some of them only come under the general reading category. Like the yes no not given type of questions fall under general category of IELTS, whereas true false not given fall under the academic section. Similarly, you will find that there are short answer questions, MCQs, multiple choice, which we say. Completion will include note, table, summary, or a flow chart. Diagram labeling, previously it was quite important because it was asked a lot, but now recently there has been a quite decline and it is not very oftenly asked in the exam. So if you don't even focus on this diagram labeling, or if you practice it only once or twice, that is also more than enough. Rather, I would suggest that you focus more on the other type of questions than this one. Now I will tell you the difference between the band scores. If you can see here, we have general reading section where you can see minimum 15 to 18 correct answers will get you 4 bands. And increasingly, if you see that around 34 to 35 minimum correct answers will get you 7 bands, and same with 39 to 40 correct answers will get you 8.5 and 9 bands. Now this is not the case in academic section. You have a difference of around 1 bands with at least 5 to 6 correct answers. Here you will see the minimum correct answers would be 10 to 12. In the general category, you have minimum 15 to 18 correct answers where you get 4 bands, whereas if you see in the academic one, you will find that only 10 to 12 correct answers are required for getting 4 bands. So for general category people, because they are from the working background or they are working professionals, they have a little higher uh, no requirement for getting 4 bands or good band score, whereas in academic it is not the case. Overall, if you see that here, there it was 34 to 35 in general category to get a 7, around 34 to 35 correct answers, whereas here it is only 30 to 32 correct answers. In general, you had 39 correct answers with 8.5 bands and 40 correct answers with 9 bands. Here 39 to 40 correct answers, both of them will get 9 bands. So this is the major difference between the band score for academic and general. Since general is given by working professionals and academic is given by those who all are going for studies, means they are from the student or the study background. For them, these are the differences which have been allotted for the band scores. And then we move on with the answer sheet. So you can see that all the details of the candidates has to be filled above, and then you also have the details where you can write all your details over here in the starting part, in the first part of the answer sheet, whereas here you have to write the answers according to the numbers, and you should try to attempt all 40 answers, I should say. In case you are not able to read the paragraphs completely, or you are able to complete the test, no worries. At least try to mark the answers whatever you feel is okay. If you get it correct, you might get 0.5 bands difference. In case it is wrong, then already you are leaving it, so there is no negative marking. I would suggest go ahead and mark all the 40 questions and try to complete your test within the time limit. If you want more strategies for the reading part and how to score well, you can definitely join our course where we train students to get at least more than 7 bands, and we have a good background where we have students getting 7, 8 and 8.5 as well. Some students even get 9 bands in reading and listening and more than 7 bands in writing for sure. So for today, that's it. I will come up with more new videos for you all in such way. If you want more such videos or a specific video for any specific topic, you can comment below and notify me for that. Also, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe it. Thank you for watching.